Hello there guys, my name is OdenWolf, and welcome to the review of my dad's Black & Decker electronic screwdriver. No, you already know what's going down here. We're going to use it to open up this nice new egg package that I got in the mail the other day. Namely because this was the first object I could find to open the box with, and number two because new egg really didn't do a good job putting tape on the box, so it didn't really need that much help. But anyway, let's go ahead and rip that out of the way and see what's in the box. So my previous card, the MSI 980 Gaming 4G, one of the fans decided to go out on me, so we went ahead and upgraded to the 1070 Ti Titanium. This is of course the new 1070 Ti's that just came out. The price range was very good, and most of the reviews I'd seen were pretty good as well. Oh, and also I got a new Tesoro Gram Spectrum keyboard, but we'll make another video for that one. So anyway, the 1070 Ti, like I said, these are pretty much brand new cards that have just come out. The price range is really good for the quality and the performance that you get. There's a look at the outside of the box, showing some pictures of the card and some specifications on the back there. We'll go ahead and open that up. So as you can see, I decided to stick with MSI, as I have done with most of my recent upgrades and components. I haven't really had any issues with their products, and I've really enjoyed them. The graphics card fan issue on my 980 is really the only issue I've had. And if you are familiar with a lot of the issues they had with those cards when they first came out, I'm really surprised at how long mine lasted, to say the least. So anyway, included in the box, of course, you have your quick start guide or your installation manual. Driver's disc, you do not need that. Go online and get the newest versions from NVIDIA. And apparently the MSI Dragon has his own comic book now that shows you how to safely install your graphics card if you're unsure how to do that. And of course they include a sheet of stickers here if you're into that, so you've got plenty to choose from there. Underneath here we have the thank you for purchasing and go online to register your product card. So there's that. And of course the graphics card itself. The titanium version, of course, is this beautiful silver and black design, which really is going to accent my future build that I plan on doing, which is a black and white build. And just looking at the back plate on this card, I was really excited when I finally realized that it does include a back plate, because my 980 did not, and I really missed having a back plate on the card. So couldn't be happier with the look of this one. I really like that black and silver titanium look. So I'm going to flip back over to a flashback here of when I first unboxed my 980 about 3 years ago. And as you can see, this was the most ludicrous thing I thought at the time, is how difficult and how odd it was that they'd stuck a sticker on this fan. And 3 years later, this is what I ended up with. A wobbly fan that doesn't spin correctly. As you can see, this back fan, that's how it's supposed to spin. But yeah, so anyway, flash forward here to the 1070 Ti, and once again, we have a sticker on a fan. I was thinking, you've got to be kidding me. But luckily, it's not held down near as bad as the other one was, and they cut out a nice circle around the fan mount. So that's a very good improvement, and we shouldn't have any issues with that. So go ahead and speed through this little installation here, taking the 980 out of my chassis and including removing the power connectors and the screws. So goodbye to the 980 and hello 1070 Ti. So go ahead and slap this bad boy in. Now, one thing to make note of that took way longer for me to figure out than it needed to is the 1070 Ti is actually a 6-pin and an 8-pin power connector, as opposed to the two 8-pins that I had on my 980. I sat there for way too long trying to figure out why my power cord wouldn't go in. So anyway, here is a look at the card installed in the case. And as you can tell, it includes the Mystic RGB lighting from MSI. I didn't realize that at first until I looked at the box and saw the logo on there. So had to go online and download their app and get that going. But one thing I was kind of disappointed at, as you can see, it's the silver lighting on the actual front of the chassis there, on the heat sink. You can make it do different effects, but it does not change color. So the MSI logo is actually the only part that is true RGB. So I was kind of bummed about that at first, but I'm not really going to see it that much anyway, so it's not that big a deal to me. And like I said, eventually I plan on doing a black and white build anyway, so I'll probably just let it sit on the stock black or stock white setting. So Anyway, fast forwarding over here to some actual gameplay footage for you guys. This is, of course, Battlefield 1. Running everything maxed out, 1440p resolution. That's 2560 by 1440, of course. 144 frames per second. And we've got the Ultra preset set here, so everything is up as high as it'll go. I have the MSI Afterburner Overlay running up in the top left corner for you guys. You can see the temperature of the card, the fan speed, the core clock, the memory clock, the frames per second, all that good stuff up there if you guys want to just keep an eye on that. It works fine in Battlefield 1, but later on here I'll show some Destiny 2 footage, and it really doesn't work with Destiny 2 very well. It actually doesn't work at all, so unfortunately you guys won't be able to see any specs on Destiny 2, but you'll be able to see the frames per second. But just making note here, I've applied my custom fan curve that I always use in MSI Afterburner, and the card has not gotten above 65 degrees, I don't think at all. If it has, it may have just blinked to 66 once or twice, but I'm really happy with where it's at. And of course I haven't overclocked this card or anything yet, so these are all just the stock, the overclocks are the stock GPU boost that it does on its own. But the frames per second, of course, as you can see up there, I'm getting around 80 to 90 frames per second. It'll dip down in some high intense explosions and that sort of thing, which you'd really come to expect. But I'm really impressed with the performance of this card. These are the same, around the same frames per second that I was getting with the 980, but of course I had everything turned to medium and even low on some things. So really surprised and impressed with how well this card is done. Really enjoying this upgrade. So anyway, I'm going to shut up now and just let the rest of this footage play out for you guys, just so you can check out the performance and judge for yourself. If you are interested in buying one of these cards, I would definitely recommend it. The price point at $450 is a really good deal for the performance that you get. I mean, you can look at some of the reviews and the diagnostics on your own, and from what I've seen, it's really just almost on par with the 1080s, and you're looking at $100 to $150 cheaper. So I don't see any reason to buy a 1080 over one of these cards myself, but that's up to you guys to decide. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and appreciate all the support that you get. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and I love hearing you guys' feedback. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.
We have the upper hand.
Nice lander sitting all alone out here. Let's take it.
As long as you can take it far, far away from me.
ship they won't see again. Guess what we did?
Caused pandemonium among the cabal. Detonated